I love this song, love the intro of this game. Hello everyone, my name is Deckerlink the Trained Unprofessional, and welcome to what might be the last episode of Nekojishi. I don't know, all I know is that we're going into the DLC for now, and I'm fucking excited for it. I don't know what, oh, fucking idiot. Spoof just knocked over his water bowl into his cage. Good job, idiot. Oh, well. Anyway, we're going to be doing the DLC in this one. As you can see, we have all the people on the screen. We even got the epilogue over there. So, let's pick up where we left off at the convention. Before me, all I could hear was the clamoring of 1,000 voices filling the air, and the dull thuds of a thousand more footsteps resonating with the solid floor below. The atmosphere was energetic, alive, and honestly, there was just a lot of people here. Once we entered the convention, I started to notice the change in disposition evident across Linhu's face, seemingly thoroughly displeased in some manner by the situation before him. Clearly his discomfort is noticed and somewhat caused by the people around us. No one speaks to him, content to watch on as eyes anxiously dart around the myriad of people in the crowd before him. Admittedly, Linhu doesn't give off the friendliest impression when it comes to dealing with groups of strangers. No one can see him, so why does it fucking matter? Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, at least it's keeping the crowd from swarming us. I'm thankful that the queue lines are single file. It's a convenient logistical barrier that has prevented anyone from coming near the uneasy Tiger Man so far. However, it wasn't long before we entered the convention hall proper. As a result, there was no such luxurious protection to be had. Whoa, what the fuck, dude? Quite for there to be so many! Now, you're just scaring everyone away. But to have some... Hey! I just realized we're kind of wearing the same shirt. Oh, that's fucking funny, isn't it? Oh, that... damn. But to have so many people looking upon me... yeah, you're pretty tall after all. Of course you're gonna stand out. Honestly, by most people's standards, Linhu is massive, his well-built body towering well up over 2 meters tall. Granted, to me, he's still a beast man. Who knows what everyone else is seeing right now? After all, I possess the power of the yin-yang eyes. Just as I perceive Linhu's god form, my senpai just happens to be leopard cat beast man. Just fucking around behind me? Although in Senpai's case, I still know that he looks like a human. Or what he looks like as a human. The same can't be said for Linhu. I wonder what he'd look like as a human. If I had to guess, I'd picture him as a middle-aged man with a strong, angular, stubbled visage. Then again, I could be completely wrong. Maybe he's actually got a baby face with a giant... giant guy with a baby face. Baby face. Now, what real... Now what I really want... Now really want to know what he looks like. Fucking weird. Not that I'm complaining. After all, as a beast man, he's definitely my type. He's pretty well dressed today. I never imagined a denim shirt would suit him so well. Who could blame all the guys staring at him? To have a real body is a rare occurrence. I needn't waste this chance at being stared at. It just means people like you. Now, is that a bad thing? But I want to spend time with you, hand in hand. If I were to do that, surely would you not be embarrassed by all the attention upon us? Maybe. The thought makes me anxious, which isn't to say that I disagree with doing that, it's just... Alright, let me put it this way. Isn't this a chance to show off? If this is the only chance I get to hold hands with Linhu, I'm not about to let that pass by. Then let's do it. There's nothing more I want than to be able to show off my handsome boyfriend. He rubs his nose shyly. Certainly. Let's give them a show to remember. Within the next moment, Linhu takes hold of my hand, leans down, and kisses me tenderly on the forehead. A muffled squeal sounds from the nearby crowd. Someone's going to mention this online, aren't they? I'm not saying that word no matter how you misspell it. Christ. I'll be fine, as long as no one from the dance club finds out. As far as I know, none of them are into furry stuff anyway. My attention returns to Lin Hu, his warm hands held within mine. To me, they're giant fuzzy paws. When I think about it, I've barely ever held Lin Hu's paws. I mean, it'd be weird to do so at home. And it's not like I can exactly do so while out and about. I'd just be grabbing thin air. My feelings swirl around, and as I rub my fingers across the bottom of his palm, his fingers squeezing tightly around mine. It's calming in a way that reaches right into the depths of my heart. Oh my god, there he is. Holy shit, what is this? Messenger boy get up.
Why, you minis.
You minis. Definitely not meanies. As if out of nowhere, Senpai rushes out from the crowd.
Wow, how could you act all lovey-dovey with the old man while we're not even here?
Why not? What? Would you rather us do this in front of you?
Meanie! I'm the one who came here early to buy stuff for you and everything, and this is how you repay me?
I guess you're right. Anyway, so did things go well? Also, is Kulao coming? Oh god. Oh! Punk Kulao! Holy shit! Before I can finish speaking, Leopard squeezes out of the nearby crowd. So handsome!
It really fits him, doesn't it? I spent ages working out the perfect outfit just for Kulao.
You could have spent a little more time on your fucking hot dog costume. Good lord. Which is why you two disappeared without a trace this morning?
Well, it's not like you could wear something like that on a train over. He had to get changed once we arrived, but it was totally worth it. I've always wanted to wear something like it, but the style just doesn't suit me, you know?
I mean, you look too cute, Senpai. I mean, you look cute too, Senpai. Fucking hell.
Too late, slowpoke.
Your ego just gets bigger every day.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Alright, whatever. So, what did you guys get up to?
What did we get up to? Well, just before a bunch of guys came up to us wanting to take selfies with Kulao, it's almost like we're famous. What? Well, just before a bunch of guys came up to us wanting to take selfies with Kulao. It's almost like we're famous or something.
That's not what I meant.
Some guys even tried to sneak photos of him. If he ever kept this body, he'd totally rock in showbiz.
Whoa, hang on a sec. You got a photo of Kulao? Let me see it.
For sure. Come here, check this out.
Senpai pulls out his phone and swipes through some posts from the con until he seems to find what he was talking about. Huh, Kulao really is in this one. It's easy to pick out. He's the clouded leopard. So I guess my powers extend to photos of spirits as well? Shame. It would have been nice to at least be able to see Kulao's human form. Oh well, no big loss. The photo was taken from behind, so I wouldn't be able to see his face anyway. I scrolled down the thread just to see a bunch of guys talking about how they would totally go out with Kulao. I mean, I know he's handsome, but it's not like any of those guys will be able to even see him tomorrow. Engrossed in the replies, it takes me a moment to notice Kulao curiously peeking his head around to look at the screen. In a gesture of novelty, he reaches out a finger to swipe across the photos on the phone display, mimicking my prior actions. Before now, he's never had a physical body. I wonder if he ever took a photo, what face he would see. Oh, Jesus.
Why is nobody taking secret photos of me and posting them online?
Senpai, you're pretty normal. I mean, relatively.
What? How can you call a super duper cutie like me normal?
Well, you don't stand out in a crowd like Lin Hu does, and it's hard for people not to take notice of Kulao with the clothes you shoved him in. Does this just really need to be exposed like that?
His tattoo's a work of beauty. It'd be a shame not to show him all, not to have him show it off.
Fucking hell, with this weird wording. Sure, I guess, but pairing that with Kulao's figure, you can't just go walking around like that. It's too alluring. At least we're at a con, so it's kind of normal for people to show off with flashy outfits. No, you've got no one but yourself to blame. You're the one who make Kulao stand out so much, you know.
Wah! Well, today's a special day, so I'll let Kulao take the leading role. The old man can even bask in Kulao's reflected glory. It's super generous of me.
Me basking in reflected glory?
Like usual, you're being too lovey-dovey with Lao. It's about time you gave someone else the spotlight.
To my surprise, Lin Hu didn't make any rebuttal. At least I don't think I'm being too lovey-dovey with him.
On that note,
Senpai walks over to me with his phone once again.
Hey Lao, what do you reckon size difference means?
What? Where did you see that?
Under some post of you and the old man.
Oh, well, it's referring to how Lin Hu's so big, like, larger than most guys, that is.
Oh, really? Sounds unnecessarily vague to me.
They're just nerd terms and stuff. If you don't get it, don't bother.
Alright, whatever. Here's your stuff, nerd.
Senpai hands me the bag he's been holding, stuffed full of with relics of his earlier escapades in the convention hall.
Seriously, though, I didn't expect so many people to rock up such a niche convention. I'm kind of floored.
You wouldn't see anything like this back home. I can't wait to figure out what the fuck is going on. Did I get a fucking Discord sound? I turned that off. For a moment, I take in the view around me, my eyes darting between people, stalls, artwork. The whole place is abuzz with fans from all walks of life. Not to mention all the people in stunningly crafted fursuits. I noticed that it doesn't give us the option to glossary over that one. It's something I'd never see back home.
Alrighty, we gotta get moving. It's not like you get to go to a furry convention every day. Oh, Jesus. It'd be a waste not to check things out.
Sure, let's go. Yes, we shall. And who reaches out his paw, which I am about to take happily in hand before... Oh, shit. Within my split second of hesitation, Kulao moves in and takes hold of my hand instead. Oh, shit. Surely! Lao's hand, I want to hold.
Well, the old man should give Kulao a chance for once.
That is to suggest I usually have a chance.
Not like Kulao isn't the exact same boat as you. It's not like Kulao isn't in the exact same boat as you, old man.
Does Lao not have two hands? Fucking dun 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 dun. Suddenly Lin Hu has taken hold of my other hand. There's nothing I can do. Somewhat awkwardly, we start walking, the three of us side by side.
Guys, even I want to take a photo of you at this point.
Nope, no way in hell, Senpai! And Hu and Kulao are already in the center of attention. As you can imagine, by this act, we've only drawn more and more eyes upon us. Fucking Senpai.
Regular college guy being scrambled all over by those two other handsome guys.
Scrambled.
You know, everyone here is absolutely going to be talking about you three online for days now.
Then why don't you help?
What do you expect me to do? It's not like I can grab your third hand.
And then, with a twirl, Senpai walks off. Anxious, I look between Kulao and Lin Hu for acknowledgement. However, they're just staring at each other, too preoccupied to notice me whatsoever. Oh, Jesus. After today, I probably shouldn't look at the internet for a while. No matter what I do, us three walking side by side in a crowded convention hall causes a disturbance, which doesn't even begin to describe how I feel about people staring at us. It's not long before we're practically a moving roadblock, a group of people soon swarming to block our path at the first opportunity. Yo, you guys cosplaying? We're not, we're just trying to find a way past. Really? It looks like you guys are role-playing anime characters or something. It's not like that, just let us go, alright? I cannot leave Lao to handle this alone. You step back!
Guys, you know he can hear you, right? Zip it or you'll just make things worse.
And please think about how I feel about this already while you're at it. Okay, let's sort this out. You two can spend time with me, but only one at a time. Take turns, or we'll just be dealing with this all day. If Lao wants, okay. After I make my demands, they finally let me go. Now that's half my problems to deal with. If we are to do that, Lao, which one of us do you wish to spend time with? Want to go with Lao. Many people are excited. I'm not excited about having to choose at all. Regardless, I want to make this fair, but no matter what, I'll have to pick someone to go with first. Alright, if there's only one choice in the epilogue, which people tell me, which I don't want spoilers, but I do want consultation on the choice. Do we go with Lin Hu or Li Kulao? Also, it doesn't make a fucking difference. Lin Hu! Hey Kulao, I'll absolutely spend time with you this afternoon, but first I want to hang out with Lin Hu. Are you alright with that?
If I want, we'll be fine.
And when I get back, we'll be able to spend a bunch of time together. I look forward to it, so just a little while, alright?
Okay.
Oh, so you worked it out? I'll take care of Kalau. Come on, don't look so upset. Let's go, Kalau. I'll be sure to show you some good stuff.
Oh, oh man. And just like that, my senpai appeared out of nowhere, grabbed Kalau, and dragged him away in the opposite direction. Definitely on purpose. I do hope I don't owe him for that. Hey, cheer up. It's not like I won't get to him later anyway. Even if I choose to spend time with Lin Hu first, that doesn't mean I'm partial to him. I just want both Kulao and Lin Hu to be happy. At least we're finally able to walk properly through the convention. Even if it's not as crowded as the entrance, there's still heaps of people here looking around. Some of the booths have lines all over the place. Thank God I had Senpai run in and get the stuff I wanted earlier this morning. So, Lin Hu, does Goddess Mazu say anything about the incarnation, that is? After all, you had to borrow the power of a Yaguai. I'm worried that the goddess would be displeased. To speak honestly, there was a quarrel back at the temple. What kind of quarrel? Not a serious one. Clairvoyant and clairaudience merely expressed their concerns. A few gripes were also passed between the other guardian tigers, clearly out of envy, if you ask me. Regardless, they're not worthy of my attention. So the goddess agreed. She asked for silence, and then provided consent, although she did not provide her explanation until our meeting in private. What were her reasons? I mean, if you can tell me, that is. She said that whilst such actions would be out of order, they would be allowed so that I may get closer to Ajitong. That, and apparently she believes it beneficial to grow my familiarity with the kitten and the Yaoguai of the Yan family. The Yaoguai of the Yan family? Correct, but it's not something to be proud of. Again, as you very well know, the gods and Yaguai do not necessarily rival each other. As such, occasionally we may turn a blind eye to some Yaguai of notable force. So the Yaguai of the Yan family are powerful enough, but the gods usually don't bother with them? The Yan family has developed over many generations, but I do not know much more. After all, our temple is located far south from there. For an idea of the nature of things, even the city god of Taipei would not easily get in their way. Hence, it's a worthwhile premise to be on good terms with them. That really seems, I don't know, disquieting. What else would we do? Those Yaguai are the protectors of the Yan family. In a way, all they achieve is helping people. Just because they are Yaguai does not mean that the gods should just kill them. So offering your body like this is more of a diplomatic move than anything? All I see it as is an opportunity to be with you, Lao. So basically the goddess only agreed to this to grow face with the Yaguai of the Yan family. And here I am thinking she wanted the best for Lin Hu and me. And please do not fill your head with such nonsense. You know as much as I do that the goddess wishes only to support us. You knew exactly what was bothering me? Your worries were clear from the one look at your face. Now, putting that aside, that over there, it has taken my attention for some time. You don't suppose that this is meant to be me by any chance? I look in the direction of his gesturing. It's a character on the cover of a nearby doujinshi that clearly resembles a guardian tiger, one uncannily similar to Lin Hu himself. Oh, you mean that? Yeah, that's you.
Me?
You don't know? You didn't know?
After all those daily life of a worshipper posts you always put on your blog, I guess it was bound to happen. What? So, Guardian Tiger became a blogger? What? Of course, you did express that gods don't have set appearances or genders, however. That doesn't stop the internet from digging into it. There's online headcanons about you, how you look, your weight, even what you do all day. It's a bit of it's cooked up, but it's amazing the kind of detail people are getting into. Even Kulao and Senpai have fan followings online now. Honestly, you guys are getting pretty popular in the fandom. Popular? Does that mean we have fan art?
This is so fucking meta. This is meta as shit, and I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, there's fan art of you all over the place. Of course, I try not to look at any when you guys are around. I feel a bit weird. I mean, I only look at them to make sure I'm not exposed. It'd be a pain if people found out about me. Thankfully, no one talks about me online. All they care about is shipping you guys together. You know, everyone loves Beastmen, right? And whose features were plastered with a complicated expression, a mixture of bewilderment, embarrassment, and a distinctly bashful, averting glare that I've never quite ever seen on the Tiger Man before. To be sure, this does say adults only, correct? Well, what else would you expect from a doujinshi market? I don't know how to fucking say that. Am I to believe, then, that there's an illustration of me and that kitten? I mean, I can't be sure. Maybe. So I don't want to step in on Linhu's feelings, but he's right. Everyone ships him in Kulao and Senpai. Everyone ships him with Kulao and Senpai. Oh, no, no, no! Oh, God. With complete disregard to the doujin's supposed content, Linhu walks straight up to the booth. If possible, may I take a look at this book? The booth owner is somewhat intimidated by Linhu. Without speaking, he points to a sample book on the table. Clearly, there's no need to ask if he's over 18. Snort. Yes, I will pay for this. What? Paying no attention to my exclamation, Linhu pays the artist and takes a copy of the doujin in question. Why do my actions surprise you? But you're okay with that? Why not? After all, this is but the author's imagination. There's no ill will towards me whatsoever. Do you think it's a little disrespectful? Perhaps some gods may see it that way. However, I'm quite used to it. If you recall, I have read every single book you own, regardless of content. Hey, Alex Quinn. I'm grateful. For that matter, I'd highly doubt that either Kulao or the kitten would mind either. It is not as if it depicts any other gods to be bothered by this. A strange question, but in general, what do you think of people drawing porn of, gods? I would say it is respect that matters. Not that I'm saying respect is a free pass to do whatever you want, but I believe that people who possess respect know what to do and what not to do. However, if you do feel guilty, nothing is stopping you from going to a temple. I'd say most gods could care less.
If they could care less, then they do care. Wrong phrase.
Just as long as you bring them sacrifices. So it's the sacrifices that matter. No, it's belief. To be clear, it does depend on the god in question. It's not like I can speak for everyone. Just like humans, everyone's different. For that matter, this concept for this book is really quite intriguing. And who returns his attention to flipping through the pages of the book as I peek at the pages beside his shoulder. I did see a preview of the book online, but I didn't read it since I was afraid of them seeing it and being embarrassed. Regardless of the premise, it's doujin, one hot and steamy enough to get almost any guy flustered, yet it still doesn't offend him in the slightest. He seems to enjoy it for that matter. So you did say there have been many books like this recently, did you not? Well, I guess so. In that case, hurry on now, I wish to procure all of them.
What? That's a ton of money! That's beside the point.
Oh, Guardian Tiger. I never expected to be quite this popular. Man, I'm exhausted. In the span of the past hour, we have walked the whole convention frantically. Despite our best efforts, many doujins had already been sold by the time we reached their booths. Clearly, we sprung into action far too late. Of course, I didn't ask Senpai to get any of them. After all, I was trying to make sure they didn't find out. Too late for that now. Even then, like Lin Hu said, I never expected them to be nearly this popular. They're literally all over the con. Every one of the sold out books just happened to be about me. Really? I'm not surprised, though. I shall not worry about losing belief anytime soon. I freeze up in embarrassment just thinking about the roles Lin Hu must play in all those doujins. You really don't mind those books, considering the stuff you do with Kulao and Senpai? It's a somewhat odd thought, but none of it's real. Honestly, I'm intrigued by how people see us paired together. So, are you jealous, Lao? Hey, what are you talking about? It's just the content. Well, what if I really did have feelings towards those two? Seriously? I'm kidding! Look at yourself! So worried over something like that. Then it pokes my nose. I'm fine merely reading these for fun. After all, I wouldn't be as insensitive as to do so if I really had any such relations with them, now would I? I guess. Hey, I wasn't worried. I just thought you would have been embarrassed to see. I wouldn't. I know the difference between fiction and reality. However, you are cute when you are jealous, Lao. I'm not! It's alright, Lao. And who brushes his paw gently along the side of my face. Okay, well, it's lunchtime. How do we get some food? I pull out my phone and call Senpai, mostly as a way to avoid where that conversation was heading. Quickly, we organize lunch and meet up with Senpai and Kulao. Oh, shit, well, there they are. How'd things go for you guys?
Not bad.
It's so cool. There's heaps of people wearing cute animal suits. We went around taking photos with them. Don't worry, I'll be sure to show you when we get back home. So Senpai was taking photos with fursuiters. I wonder what they look like. So, what should we get to eat? I'm starving here. Should we go to a restaurant or just get takeaway? By the way, today's lunch is on me.
I would like to purchase something for myself.
For yourself?
Well, today is a special day after all. As I'm currently able to, I would wish to buy something with my own hands.
Oh, yeah, well, you got one day to do that, don't you?
Hence why I would like to try and experience Lao's daily life.
Me too.
Wow, you too? You guys are just gonna make a big kerfuffle out of this. You know, you guys will just... I could already imagine it. The two of them walking up to the counter, flashy clothes and bodies on show, not knowing the first thing about ordering food. It'll be nothing less than a mess. Okay, I guess you two are really in need of some social skills, so take this, go out there and take care of yourselves for once. The senpai hands them some money and sends them off. And watches on smugly as they walk away from the convention hall. Two big cats on a grand adventure to order lunch for themselves. It's a sight to behold. You know, you did a really great job, Senpai. Yeah, with what? You worked so hard to prepare for today. Didn't you have to ask the patron god of the Yan family? I was worried when you told me about that. You mean Grandpa? There's nothing to worry about, it's fine. Yeah, but it's not like you exactly get along with your family. Why would that Grandpa have any reasons to help you in the first place? Were there conditions in return for his help? Frankly, I was surprised too. Grandpa didn't even ask for anything in return. Of course, I asked some friends to keep on the lookout before I met him, you know, in case I needed to find a way to escape, but it was fine. That's in no way fine! It's not like anything bad came of it anyway. Grandpa just wanted me to ask you a question.
What'd they want to ask me?
I'll save that for later. What do you mean? Is it something serious? No, of course not. I wouldn't hold out on you if it was. It's just something about myself. Honestly, I have no idea why Gramps wanted me to talk to you about it. Anyway, in the end, he agreed to help. So it all worked out in the end.
incarnating two gods for an entire day. It was really that easy?
You'd be wrong to call it easy. I don't really know much about how it works. Hey, come on, you don't need to keep worrying your little head about stuff like this. Today's a day to have fun and enjoy each other's company.
Oh, then should I corner you on this tomorrow instead?
You'd better not.
Senpai, if you go behind my back to do things like this, it's hard for me not to worry over it.
It was meant to help you.
Did you or did you not put yourself into a position where you could be in danger?
I didn't. Even if I have no idea what Grandpa was thinking, it was clear that he didn't want to hurt me.
Alright, please, just take care of yourself. I don't want to see you get hurt.
Sure thing, sweetie.
Senpai mischievous as ever. He's just the same, even after becoming a genuine god. I can't help but let out a sigh before returning to my chat with Senpai, our conversation swinging back to the convention itself. Soon enough, Linhu and Kulau returned to us, having completed their grand adventure to uncover the secrets of buying lunch.
Lo!
You got fried chicken again? It's too much!
What an opportunity! I will finally be able to experience the taste of such finely cooked poultry with a real tongue!
Chicken good.
Even you, Kulau?
Bon appetit, Lau, this is for you.
Linhu passes me a regular meal box, which appears to be the same as Kulau's meal. As for Linhu, well, he got an entire family bucket all to himself. I really shouldn't be surprised at this point.
The aroma, it's remarkable.
I don't think I've ever seen someone so excited by the mere scent of a meal.
Oh, the taste!
Oh, the fried chicken moment! Yeah!
Yes! All it took was one bite before Linhu's restraint broke completely, quickly moving to devour the bucket of fried chicken before him. In a matter of seconds, he had stuffed a chicken leg into his mouth, eaten it as if to savor the taste, licked his fingers greedily before delightfully seeking another bite.
That was astonishing! I could never have imagined how brilliant real taste of fried chicken could be!
So it tastes different to the chi?
Certainly! After all, chi only conveys the concept of taste. As such, I do not know how things taste. But it appears nothing compares to first-hand experience. Never had I imagined the real taste of food could be this complex. Even the texture. It's way beyond the bounds of a spiritual body like my own. It's clear to see that Linhu was completely enthralled within his own musings. Kulau, on the other hand, appears to still be on his first piece of chicken, eating away as if he must savor every single bite. Kulau, you haven't eaten much. You don't like it?
I like very much.
Does it taste good?
I not eat before, as Linhu say, real food. Tastes different, very different.
I really wish they could enjoy simple things like this every day. But this is just how it is. They'll only have this for today. I shouldn't ask for any more. After all, I'm not the one who made this happen. I watch on as Kulau eats away meticulously and Linhu remains deep within his own delicious world. Maybe I should get them more food? Would they actually gain weight now that they have bodies? Then if they did gain weight, would their spiritual bodies be affected? I mean, it's not like you could put on much in one day. Yeah, I'd better not risk it. We'll have dinner later anyway. Still, it's not like I'll be able to see something like this again. I should take a photo. Oh, there we go. I'm pulling out my phone, I line up the two of them into the frame and snap a shot. Linhu and Kulau eating together for the first time in their lives. Yaw, that's adorable. Wow, this DLC is actually pretty long. Y'all were saying, oh, it's not long at all. It's already been 40 minutes, for fuck's sake.
Alright, now that lunch is over and we've had plenty of time to walk around the convention, I think it's time we move on to the highlight of the day.
Highlight? What are you talking about? What did you prepare behind my back this time?
Hey, today's a special day. I had to make sure to prepare everything to be just right.
What kind of preparation?
Well, you know how the old man's blog is pretty famous. There were even a bunch of doujins based on it around here. And a lot of people cosplay at conventions, so I figured it'd be super cool to have them cosplay as themselves.
Wait, you mean
Yep, exactly. I bought their outfits.
As if to reassure myself on Senpai's claims, I take a look around. Without a doubt, there are heaps of cosplayers all over the convention. Of course, most of them are fur shooters. It's a furry convention after all, but there are a handful of human cosplayers. Well, actually, no matter what, Lin Hu and Kalau are beastmen in my eyes. Aren't they just humans to everyone else? This is really the place for that, is it? This isn't really the place for that, is it?
That shouldn't matter. They're still furry-related characters. It's not like there's any rules against it.
Even if there's no rules to break, you should at least ask them first.
Kalau already told me he was all for it.
What? Yes. Then what about Lin Hu? My outfit is a little bit...
Take it easy, old man. People love you for it. You want worshippers, right? If anything, doing this will be a boon for your following.
Should a god really gain followers like this? Well, alright. If it helped me gain worshippers, that's not so bad.
See, no problem at all. Let's get started.
Swiftly but surely, Senpai pulls the two of them to a nearby changing room. It's not long before I hear a commotion begin to erupt as they walk over to me. Lin Hu and Kalau stand before me, looking just like I see what I see every day, although somewhat different. I guess the materials feel a little off from the spiritual forms, but I wouldn't be able to tell you how. Ho 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 ho! Oh my goodness! However, everyone else couldn't care less about such minute inaccuracies. Almost immediately, they're surrounded once people began to recognize them. Swarmed, Lin Hu folds his arms over his chest, putting on a serious face that I know is just a front to cover up his shyness. Kalau, on the other hand, stands there like normal, observing the crowd innocently and answering questions with a short word or two. The quality of the cosplay is up to a near-authentic level, clearly driving the fans crazy. Wait, no, they are authentic.
Kalau, please notice me. Do you mind if I take a selfie with you? Hey, can you do that pose where you... Yeah, that one!
The crowd steadily gathers around the stony Lin Hu and ever accommodating Kalau, who continues to do whatever everyone likes. Because this is why Senpai kept going on about how Kalau would make it great in showbiz. There really is a lot of people.
They have the perfect figures and personalities for it. Who wouldn't love to see them cosplay?
So, Senpai, why did you go out of your way to make costumes for them? Sure, of course, you wanted to do something cool and all, but... Or maybe it was more that he just wanted to show off? I'm a little worried. Like, shouldn't we go to an amusement park or something? Do something that way that they can actually experience with their real bodies?
Well, what do you think is wrong?
Huh? You can tell what I'm thinking?
Not that. I mean, we should be making the most out of today. Let me ask you, Kalau and the old man, what do you think their goals are?
Goals? What do you mean?
I mean long-term goals, like career goals. That old man, for example, he wants worshippers, right? Widely speaking, he wants people to maintain the traditional beliefs in their hearts. Same thing for Kalau. He wants everyone to pay attention to the aboriginal Taiwanese people and tribes like the Rukai. I'll admit worshippers gained like this are biased. But you always have to take the first step. If you don't show off, then no one will ever pay attention to you.
So you want them to get closer to real people?
Mm-hmm. If they take this chance, they'll save themselves a whole bunch of trouble in the future.
If you say so. Well, you can't solve everything so easily.
I have faith that they can hold out on their own. Let's head off. I saw some really cool stuff over there.
I don't think we should leave Kalau alone. People are telling him to do stuff. I know that's a slippery slope. That is a very slippery slope. You just want to spend time alone with me, don't you?
Yep, you got me. After all, it's my first convention with you, Lau. It's not like we can loose those two at this point. So let's spend some time together before the day is over.
Okay, I see it now. Senpai turns into a car. God damn it! Even if it's Incarnation Day, you shouldn't leave Senpai behind. So I guess this will be the best chance I get to walk away for a while. Those two have more than enough fans to deal with as it is.
I walk off with Senpai towards the back of the convention hall. He's not nearly as obvious as Lin Hu or Likulao, so it's nice to get a chance to relax. As we went along, Senpai picked out some cute merchandise for himself, although he doesn't seem to be really interested in any of the doujins. It's not like Senpai's into furry stuff, so I guess that's to be expected. I wonder if he finds the convention boring. A second look at him tells me otherwise. He darts between booths, clearly deeply invested in all the cute artwork and merchandise festooned across them. Watching him, I can't help but smile at his fervor. We tried to walk through everything slowly, but Senpai already went through all the stalls when he was shopping for me this morning. There's nothing much left to do, so it wasn't long before we returned to the other two big cats. To the surprise of neither of us, Lin Hu and Kulao were still swamped by a sizable crowd. While Kulao dutifully makes poses and fulfills requests, Lin Hu, on the other hand, seems exhausted. Afraid that Lin Hu wouldn't be able to last much longer, I suggest the Senpai should escort them back to the changing room. Soon enough, they return in their clothes from earlier.
Oh my, I appear to have gained quite a new understanding of my worshippers.
I guess you've never dealt with so many people before.
That would be putting it lightly. I've never had such experience being prayed to by many worshippers at all, for that matter.
I want to remind him that I just wanted photos with him, but for his sake, I'll hold back my correction. Did you think it was cool, Kulao?
Yes, satisfied people. I'm happy.
Didn't it stress you out at all? All those people were asking a lot of you.
No.
See, that's why I said he'd knock it out of the park in the entertainment biz. Sure, Senpai. Anyway, it's getting on to the afternoon now. Think it's about time I spend time with Kulao. Wanna head off?
Okay.
Hey, cheer up, old man. I'll be here to keep you company.
Whatever.
Without much of a fuss, Senpai pulls Lin Hu away, leaving me alone with Kulao. Then I take hold of his paw and leisurely walk with him back through the bustle of the convention hall. Even though I've been through most of the booths many times by this point, I can't help but find enjoyment in watching Kulao's face light up in excitement as we explore the hall. Not to mention the way he positively beams with every fursuit he comes into contact with. For whatever reason, he loves them to bits. And then eventually our time at the convention had to come to an end. Guess it's home time, right?
Certainly, what a wonderful day. Many pictures, very happy.
What should we do for dinner? It's not like you guys have real bodies every day, so I guess we should do something special. I already made a reservation. Really? Yeah, of course. They get to eat as humans today. Not like I could let this go without preparing something fancy for them. Fancy? How fancy? Nothing less than an all-you-can-eat buffet. There's not many nice buffets in town, so obviously I had to pick.
I suppose I should think of you more highly than before, kitten.
I would have always done this, and don't call me kitten!
Shuchi, thank you. You did much. For us.
My pleasure. After all, being Lao's boyfriend? Well, that's up to you, I guess.
It doesn't bother me. Let's get dinner going already.
Come on!
As he declared earlier, Senpai took us to an extravagant buffet. To say the least, it was full of surprises. One of those, as expected, being the price.
But if there was any day to splurge on, it would be today. After a hearty, decadent meal that left me only a little guilty, we went home. With the day finally over, Senpai removes the 2 golden chain implements that facilitated their incarnations.
Well, that's it, I suppose. Sad. Want more.
Once the chains were taken away, they returned to their spiritual forms. Their piles of discarded clothes left as the only remainder of their once physical bodies. It wasn't long before even that was picked up by Senpai. Hey, I'll keep on trying. It won't be easy. Not like I can ask Grandpa to do this every day. It might take years, maybe more, before we can incarnate you guys again, so please look forward to that day.
I fully understand. Even this was more than enough. Although there will always be many places I would like to go with Lao. Want to take Lao home? My home. Want to tell tribe Lao is my...
Your what? Kalau, you can't just stop there. Senpai, I owe you so much for today. Don't worry about yourself. Well, he stammers on as if he's trying to hold back what he wants to say.
What is it? Don't you tell me you've got another trick up? Don't tell me you've got another trick up your sleeve.
It's not a trick at all. I just want a reward. Can I ask for a simple reward?
Is that why you did everything today?
You gotta work. You gotta work it hard before even thinking about getting your reward.
Come on. We've been together for ages now. You don't need to be like that. Alright, so what kind of reward do you want?
Well, it's simple, but doesn't mean I don't want you to think any less about it.
What do you mean?
Well, I want you to give me a name, Lao.
Oh, so he can be more powerful and then he can be an evil son of a bitch again? I don't know. A name? What's wrong with Yanshuchi?
Not that. There's a difference between my human name and, well, me.
Senpai, Shuchi, I can't believe you still don't know something so simple. How should I explain? But first, is this the thing that your grandpa wanted you to ask me?
Huh? Well, yeah. I mean, I still don't have any idea why he wanted me to ask this, but that doesn't matter. It's something I wanted to ask as well.
I'm not so sure why myself, but I know there's probably a reason.
You know what? So, about my name...
Yanshuchi.
What?
This isn't a matter about your human name. And it's not about your Yaguai name either. You're Yanshuchi. As both a human and as a Yaguai. No matter what, you are Yanshuchi.
As a Yaguai, I'm still Yanshuchi? Even when all of him is a part of me, so much of me isn't him.
I know you're confused right now. You're probably hung up on who you were before you took in Yanshuchi's memories. What I'm trying to say is that it doesn't really matter. You're you. You're Yanshuchi. And nothing will stop that name from being yours. And yours alone.
You mean you want me to have the same name?
I guess, yeah. If you decide to live as him, then you don't need any other name. You are Yanshuchi.
I am Yanshuchi.
Mm-hmm. Thought you'd know that by now.
But I was...
Okay, I got it. If you really want me to give you a name, then listen carefully. It doesn't matter who you used to be. From today and every day from now on, I give you the name Yanshuchi. Is that okay?
Okay.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
It's just strange. But that's how it works. I know. I like this name.
Yeah?
Well, thanks, Lao.
There's no need to thank me. All I did was clear things up for you.
It still means a lot to me. Anyway, these chains are out of power now. I should probably return them to Grandpa. Which means I should get going on that right away. By the way, I probably won't be back tonight.
Senpai, hold on.
What's wrong?
Just wait with me for a bit. Huh? Sure. I shoot Linhu and Kulao a wink, try to convey my intent. They get the point and silently exit the room, leaving the two of us alone together.
Eh?
Come here, Senpai. I signal him over by patting the edge of my bed. Oh, Lord, this is awkward now. Apprehensive, he takes a seat next to me. Senpai, I'll only ask you this once. Did you do everything, the incarnation, all of today, just so you could ask me that question?
Well, sorta.
I sigh hopelessly. Seriously, you should know this already. Come here.
Oh, shit.
I take hold of Senpai and pull him into my chest. Oh, it looks like you're pulling him onto your leg. More like,
whoa.
And I rub the fur on the top of his head vigorously, this idiot.
What? More. I need to let him know. I push Senpai down to the rest of his head against my thigh, and then tickle his belly with all my might. Well, what are you doing? It tickles. Senpai struggles in my arms, but his protests are in vain. I keep on tickling my hands, trying to reach every inch of his being. And at very last, I hold him tight. Allow... Senpai, promise me. Don't do this again. Do what? Don't make yourself unhappy just to please us. Don't untrust me again. And don't you ever untrust yourself. You're not a bad person. Not now. Not ever. You deserve your happiness. You deserve it without ever needing to feel beholden to anyone or anything else. So trust me. I'm your boyfriend, and it's my duty to make sure you're happy. I'll pet you, I'll hug you, I'll do whatever you want. So just ask me. Just ask me, and I'll do anything I can for you. And I'll never ask for anything in return. At the very least, I don't want you ever doing something for my benefit that hurts you or makes you suffer. And now we're just stuck on this. It's zoomed in a little. It was a little. This is odd. The incarnation. That cost you a lot, didn't it? All of that just to ask me a few simple words. I don't know whether to call you stupid, but don't do that again. No matter what, don't do that again. Promise me, okay? I won't take no for an answer. Okay. If you're really okay with it, then why do you look like that? I just feel like I can't promise you that right away. And yet you already said yes. I want you to keep that promise. From now on, I want you to talk to me. Talk to me before you ever go out and do something that makes yourself unhappy. That last part is going to be hard. I pinched Senpai's cheeks between my hands. Tough luck, you already agreed to it. It's a promise. Never throw away your happiness. Yeah. You really are an idiot. Firmly, I rub his fuzzy face between my hands. But Lau, I used to... Stop it! I kiss him on the lips, disallowing even a single word more to pass through them. See, I think that really helped. Because the whole narrative was his redemption after a lifetime of terrible shit. And for it to go, like, I'm a bastard, I'm a bastard, I'm a bastard. Okay, I'm done. Now we're dating. Like, I'm glad that they touched on him struggling to mentally deal with a transition like that, because that is not fucking easy. The wooden floor below me groans with every step. I take note of the unstable floorboards, carefully evading them as I trudge through the hallway. Even after all my years of experience walking down this path, I still cannot avoid them all. I step on another one. It responds with a creak that shoots right up my spine, my tail standing on end. Your what? Your tail? What do you mean your tail? You don't have a tail. What the fuck? That noise, it seems no different than a whisper, but somehow I know I can only hear it because of my powers. Those whispers are talking about me. Right. After all, I don't belong to this family. My only call to this place is a soul. But still, I live under this roof. What? I'm a Yaguai, and my power is half divine. No matter where I am, I'm out of place. Oh, is this Senpai? I have nothing in common with the Yaguai here. Not my background, nor my past life. I'm not human. As such, I do not fear them. Neither do I respect their nature, which I am no longer forced to live by. I'm just a horrible creature who's no better than a pile of dirt. An abnormal individual. That's the young master? The floor groans. How pitiful. And the moonlight mutters, I don't understand. For someone like him to and the wind of the night whispers past my ears. What a shame. All the memories stored under this roof speak to me, and then I stop. Here is where I drained my blood, drained my remorse, and almost drained my power, in order to discard all the things I hated. Now everything was silent. The floor fixed in place, the moonlight leaving nothing but gloom, and the wind barely crawling through the air. I measuredly placed the golden chains onto the ground before me. They now rest in the space solely occupied by Grandpa's shadow. So, I asked. I don't understand it, but the name Lao gave me is Yanshuchi. I feel the shadows of onlookers quiver, as if surprised by this. Huh? That's fine, but it's obviously... If that name was any other, you would have killed me? I suppose I'm lucky. The night wind whispers once again to the floor below. I almost want to call them out for being so bold and insolent. What? Become a patron god? That's so sudden. Why would... The shadows roar with harsh voices that pierce painfully through my head. What about his divine power? A Yao Guai will be a Yao Guai. Or troublesome, attention-seeking, but adorable young master. But I'm just... My name, it's the only thing... The name and the memories. Such a gamble. Grandpa's already decided. Is it really okay? Yes, but even if I'm nearly drained even if I nearly drained the last of the chi before, I still remember those people. I carry more than the memories of Yanshuchi. Huh? Are you sure? You want me to eat Grandma?
The music stopped. Oh no, the music's back.
Not now? Yeah, truthfully, you scared me. After all, she's in good health. Then, everyone after that. But I would probably... I understand. This must be if I'm to become a true member of the Yan family. But, is it really okay? I know our kind do not follow the same mortal standards as humans, but what would be the descendants of the Yan family? What would the descendants of the Yan family think about these actions? I know, but it's not the same. All right. In the end, after all is said and done, will I still be me? It is because I have the name Yanshuchi. So that's why you wanted me to ask Lao. Then, what about Lao? I can do whatever I want before the death of the body. I see. As long as to him I am Yanshuchi, I will feel Yanshuchi's soul more intensely than any other. But even then, my Yaguai powers are so weak, I wouldn't be of any use. Grandpa? Shadows break the silence, disrupted and disorderly from the moon above to the ground below. Their harsh whispers embody the very atmosphere around me. Some shadows lean in, others shift aside. They shout, they curse, they groan, and they plead. However, Grandpa is not swayed under their deafening murmurs. You want to give it to me? This is too much. I don't deserve it.
It's a promise. Never throw away your happiness.
Wow. I know. How strange. I thought I hated this family. Right.
Oh, fuck. The hell is this?
I appreciate everything. I will do my best for this house. Even though I still don't know how to get along with the family. Even though there are many things I want to do that the family disapproves of. Even though my happiness does not reside anywhere near this house. I will try. Just like all other human beings. Because in the end, fallen leaves will always return to their roots. Even if those roots are not from where the leaves came. The wind will always blow, and I will always be swept away by my fate. So I must try. Because I am not a Yaoguai, nor am I a god. I am, and always will be, Yanshuchi. What? What? What the fuck? What the? Hold up. Wait the fuck. Hold on. What the? Wait. What? Hold on. So that's it, huh? That's the end of Nekojishi. Linhu has a popular blog. Kulao is our live-in boyfriend, I guess. Shuchi Senpai is, Yeah? Well, shit, dude! Yeah, we have not 100%ed this game. We have done far from 100%. So, what do I make of the ending? Okay, so Alex Quinn's got something. They said, basically, it's a telling of the interaction between Senpai and his god family. Oh, it's his god family. Basically, everyone is pissed at Senpai for getting trapped, if you will, to a human because Guardian Tiger and Legal are protecting Lao. Now, because Senpai eaten the human spirit of Senpai, he is becoming him the longer he doesn't eat. I think. So that wasn't Yanshuchi's family. That was the family of Leopard Cat, specifically. I don't know if that was a happy ending or not, because he said he's dedicating himself to the house and to maintaining it. But his happiness resides far away from it. And we told him to pursue his happiness, not to do anything that hurts him for the sake of anyone else's happiness. So it seems like Leopard Cat, Jesus, so many fucking words. So it seems like Leopard Cat's fate is to live out the life of Yanshuchi until his body dies. He's basically, for the time being, trying to get through being a human and wait until Lao dies, then eat him. So this is not a happy ending. This is a foreboding ending. Yeah, Senpai is just fucking waiting it out and then until we die, and then I'm very conflicted about this ending. I don't quite understand it. So this is what I'm gonna say. Nekojishi, for the vast fucking majority of the first part, was boring as shit. I'm not even fucking holding back at this point. I was fucking bored. I did not look forward to playing it. I did not look forward to recording it. I wanted to skip it. I wanted to drop this series so many fucking times. But then wait until more DLC? Are they doing more DLC? If they do more DLC, then I'll play it. And Alex Quinn points out, but because he's becoming more human, it's a question of if he will. Since he's more human, will he probably not eat Lao's soul in the end? We didn't 100% Nekojishi. I'm not the fucking completionist, so I'm not going to 100% it. But, as always, if you want to play the game, the link is in the description down below. And, yeah, that's the end of this series, and
until if they make more DLC to maybe explain their fucking epilogue. No thoughts on the game. Oh, fuck, yeah, I gave my thoughts on the game. I said that it was boring as fuck and that I wanted to drop it, but then I didn't do the second half, which was that once it actually got interesting, obviously I wanted to only play that because I played it for 500 days in a row. So, fuck the first half, yay the second half, what the fuck with the ending. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, ladies and gentlemen, fare thee well. Bye, everyone.